Alright, what's going on, Gothadorians? This is Black Math. Welcome to my first video. I'm going to be talking about things going on within the realm of Gothador. I'm pretty new at this, so things are going to be a little amateurish and I'll get my feet wet, but things are only going to get better. I'm not very good at video editing, so if you have any experience and you want to help me out with like a slicker look, that would be very helpful. I hope to put out some more videos, probably once a week if people start subscribing and watching. I'm looking for a title of the show, so feel free to shoot me your suggestions. Quick note for those of you who are watching that have never played Gothador. It is a web-based, massive, multiplayer online role-playing game by Hunting House Studios that was launched in 2004. The basic game is free to play, and then you get access to all of the game's features and realms when you buy a subscription for $5 a month. So that's really cheap, and you get a lot of bang for your buck. If you want to try to make a new account, you can find a link to the game in the info bar below. So let's get on to what is happening. A new quest came out last Friday, Hunting for Pelts. But no one has posted anything about it, so I'm guessing it's still unsolved. I'm not looking for it myself because I'm still working on finishing the Virus and the Grib quest, and that is a huge AP black hole. The Gothador realm is now bigger. It's been expanded to 149 by 149 squares, so that's kind of cool. It should make hunting for the unlocatables like the Harn Chest and the Fear Bunny, Valdor, the Grim Reaper a lot harder. No locations have been added, so everything like warp gates and safe havens are still clumped in the old parts of the Gothador realm. There are still lots of Zahar and Ascendant invasion creatures around, so if your cult hasn't captured one for a pet yet, now's a good time to grab one, because they're not always going to be there. Someone's going to kill them all. Okay, personal note, Blistering. A player I looked up to for a long time, because we were the same class and subclass, Evil Mages. He can't get his cult square back. I think he lost it because he was the only member of his cult and he went unsub for a period. But if you can think of some way to help him out and get the cows to respond to his tickets, I know he submitted one. Give it a shot. He's got a lot of platinum in that vault and he deserves to get everything back. He's been playing for a long time. Okay, this is the juiciest part of this video. So I made a forum post last week asking why some of the things are the way they are in Gothador, like the bugs or whatnot. And it was pulled off the forum by Yago in fear of it turning into a flame war. He did answer all of my questions in a PM, so I'll read that to share. Question number 1. Why do you neglect Gothador? And Yago says, we don't neglect Gothador. We are looking at hiring more staff even now, which will allow more time to be spent on other games, such as Gothador. Smiley face. Question number 2. Why does Sigma Storm 2 and Fallen Sword receive Facebook updates and Gothador does not? You guys shot yourself in the foot here. It's been hard to recruit new players without networking. Yago says, not sure about this. I'll have to ask the boss Hoof. Question number 3. Why does only one staff member work on Gothador? Yago says, because I'm the best suited member of Hunting House Studios to manage it. I'll be given far more time to focus on all these fixes that are required. Smiley face. Question number 4. Why can't you pay through mobile phone? You used to be able to, but then all the links are now broken and you can't do it. And he says, not certain about this. I'll ask Hoofy about it. Question number 5. Why are there so many broken links in the game? This is mostly the community links on the top button where it says community, and the mobile phone links. And Yago says, Ack, I'll get Hoof to fix this on the next update. Question number 6. Why did you release 5th tier and then take it away? Yago says, there were some major issues with the integrity of the quests, so they were removed. Those who inherited the new class skills have been able to keep them while a new series of quests are being created to enhance the existing 5th tier content. The new quest stuff is approximately 90% complete. Yes. Question number 9. Why do 5th tier players not show up on the top ranked class lists? Yago says, this is a bug. I'll get Hoof to fix it. Added to the list. Smiley face. Question number 10. Why does Cult Recall use AP when you are already in your cult square? Yago says, this is a bug and it should not happen. Added to the list of fixes for Hoof. Question number 11. Why are bars dropped instead of mined now? Yago says, I will aim to focus bars on being mined instead of dropped. Smiley face. Question number 12. Why haven't cult squares been updated? Yago says, you mean with additional features? I'll be forwarding a list of improvements to Hoof within the next few weeks. Question 13. Why aren't tickets being answered? Yago says, there are a lot of code issues which still require fixing. Those being discussed via tickets are taking the most time to fix. I'll aim on getting some estimated completion dates for those fixes. Question 14. Why do items with new slottables not show in the inventory? Yago says, another bug. Added to the list. Question 15. What made Doc quit? Yago says, Doc left because he felt the need to move on. I can only guess that circumstances were difficult for him to stay with the company in the considerable travel that he was required to do every day. Question 16. How many Diet Cokes does Hoofmaster drink these days? Yago says, way too many. Difficult to him to realize the damage it's doing to him. And the neutral face. I hope this answered your question sufficiently. Smiley face. Thank you, Yago, very much for getting back to me on this. Lots of things to think about there. You did answer a lot of those questions sufficiently. Okay, so let's talk about rankings. I hope to get to work on like a picture layout so I can put it on the screen so I don't have to read these out. I might talk about the PvP rankings or the top mage and top warrior in the next video. But let's just do top player and top cult. So I'm going to round these off to the thousands. The top player this week are Aizen is holding into the number 1 spot at level 184,000. Pac-Man's B close behind at level 181,000. Vicky Verky number 3 a ways away, level 159,000. Number 4 is the Brute Sid, level 133,000. And number 5 rank is Vaprak at the level of 126,000. Top cults. So I can't pronounce this properly, so I'll just say FE, the champions of the Red Branch, right? Their cult level is 110,000. They have the top spot. Brutal Dark Truth Chaos, cult level 105,000. They're at number 2. My cult, woo! New World Order. They're at level 100,000 for 3rd place. 4th place, Enlightened Demi Cult Squirrel Wranglers, almost at the 6-digit mark at 99,000. And at number 5 is Infinity, trailing behind at 66,000. So it looks like the top 4 cults are running pretty strong and close together. They only got about 20,000 levels apart, so it's pretty close. So that wraps things up. Don't forget to visit the Guild of Wisdom Goth Guide in the forum for the game guides. I'd like to wish a happy birthday to CSAC. Thanks for making me and so many other players laugh with your jokes in the shout box and on the forum. If someone has any announcements or some items they like to sell, or if your cult's recruiting or whatever, just let me know. I'll give you a plug on the next video next week. Add me to your YouTube friends list if you're a Gothador player, and subscribe so you can get the next video. Happy hunting, Gothador!